Hi friends, I created this page to educate people about not just RSO but cannabis in general. So I think this might be really helpful for some people. A lot of people reach out and say, I tried RSO and it was horrible. I had the worst experience ever. And my first questions to that are always, where did you get it from? How was it made? What kind of starting material was it made with? And what solvent was it made with? And 9 times out of 10, honestly, it's one of those it's a problem related to those things. But when that's all good and you have a good safe source of it, the strain you're using may be the cause of your panic attacks or the weird feelings you had or sickness. There are different terpenes and cannabinoids in the cannabis plant, and different strains have different terpenes, right? So, and different cannabinoids. And those terpenes and cannabinoids have specific effects on the body and your and work with your endocannabinoid system in specific ways. And there are a whole bunch of them that cause anxiety. A lot of you guys talk about anxiety, right? And I've experienced it myself. I've figured out over the years certain strains that I avoid. And if somebody like hands me a joint or gives me RSO or any kind of cannabis products, I won't use it unless I know how it was grown, what strain it is, all that. So be careful. Don't just take a hit from anybody. But there are I got it written down because my brain has a lot of things in it right now. Anxiety causing terpenes. That's like an actual thing. So terpinolene is one, and it is commonly found in Jack Herrera, Ghost Train Haze, and most pineapple strains. Not always. None of this is every time because genetics have been diluted over the years by different people crossing different plants and different growing and cultivation practices and all that. But terpinolene, I stay far away from that. I won't even grow these strains, the Jack Herrera strains or Ghost Train Haze or pineapple strains. Like, I won't touch them. And I love the way they taste, but the high that I get from them includes panic and anxiety, like and heart racing and all kinds of other things. And I've learned stay the fuck away from those. The other ones I also avoid are I try to avoid the Ocimene terp, Durban Poison, and like most orange crosses, tangies, or like really heavy citrusy crosses will have Ocimene in them. Also anxiety inducing. And then limonene can be one. Anything with high amounts of it can cause anxiety. So super lemon haze, lemon skunk, and wedding cake typically are high in limonene. So stay away from those if you tend to have anxiety or you've had an experience like that. And then pinene. Pinene is a weird terpene. It can affect people in really, really good ways and then really, really negative ways. So typically Blue Dream, Strawberry Cough, and Trainwreck have high pinene levels in them. So I'm not a fan of any of the strains I just listed off. I love them for what the medicine they offer, but like personally, I will not smoke any of those or use anything made with those. So it's important to know your terpenes. And then I have also written down some, and I'm going to type these out and put them in the comments, but there are terpenes that actually reduce anxiety on the other side of this, right? Because terpenes are fucking magical. So Caryophyllene is one, and that's typically found in OGs and like sour diesel, I'm sorry, not sour diesel, diesel strains, cookie strains, Kush, Bubba Kush, Chemdog, SFE. Those have Caryophyllene, and that actually reduces anxiety. Linalool is another one of my favorite terps, to be honest. It's in Dosido, LA Confidential, and then there's one called Amnesia Haze that we grew a few years ago, and it's like one of my favorite plants ever, and I don't have any more seeds. I wish I would have saved a cut because that one's a banger. So we got Caryophyllene, Linalool, Myrcene is the next one. Myrcene is typically found in Granddaddy Purps, Blue Dream, most of the Afghani strains, and the like Hindu Kush, and also purple Urkle. So, and these are not the only strains that these are found in. There's so many, like so many. And then Humulene is another one, and it's like the hoppy beer-like tasting. If you've ever smoked like what did I say? Headband, White Widow, Girl Scout cookie, Sour D, those are Humulene heavy usually, and also anti-anxiety. And then CBD can also help with that, and if you combine them with those typically like ACDC, Canatonic, or Harlequin will have higher CBD and also higher Caryophyllene, Linalool, Myrcene, or Humulene. It's a lot. I understand it's a lot. And then all these terpenes do a whole bunch of other things, right? Like some increased inflammation, some decrease inflammation, some help you sleep, some keep you awake, some give you energy. Like there's a lot of, this plant is fucking magical. It was put on this planet to help us heal. And we can use this information to find better medicine for ourselves and help eliminate problems that we might have if we take it, because this plant is a healing plant. And like a lot of people had a bad experience and they think that, oh, that doesn't work for me. It could. No promises, of course, but no promises. But if you had something that made you freak out or panic, you likely had something high in terpinolene. I get my memory. Ocimene, limonene, or pinene. So I'll put these in the comments on this and you guys can do your own research. But yeah, check it out. Find out if you had something like a strain that made you not feel some kind of way, make sure it's clean, of course, and it was made well and all that. But then if that checks out, then check out the terpenes that were in it. And this stuff is not commonly found on most tests. You have to pay extra to get your terpene and cannabinoid profiles most of the time. They might give you a couple. They give you your CBD and CBG and stuff, but you have to pay extra to know if your plants have these terpenes in them. And a lot of people don't. Some states do require it, though. It's really different in every state. But you can get it tested, and you can get a couple $100, maybe even less. I don't know. We're working on some things with some labs for you guys to help you guys be able to test your own stuff. So more on that soon. I apologize for the length of these videos, but I have just a lot to say. So I'm going to keep saying it. Thank you for being here. And if you came on to our suppository group, our school group, I was making suppositories last night. Thank you. And I don't know why I'm so awkward on those things. Like I can sit here and talk to myself and then post it and not feel embarrassed or nervous, but I go on those lives and I feel nervous for some reason. So I've thought of 100 different things I didn't tell or do or say during that live. So hopefully, we are going to do it again someday soon. And lots more to come on that group. And you should join it if you haven't. It's free, completely free. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're just trying to share this information in a place that won't get taken down because Facebook tends to do that. So, but we're following all the rules. And thank you for being here. You guys are fucking awesome. I've met some insanely cool people just through this group alone. So thank you for being here and more to come.